Hey guys, welcome back to an episode of Kate with Linda. Today's Saturday. No, today's Sunday. Sunday. Hello. And it's about 5:15 in the evening, late in the day. I'm going to get dinner going. So this is what's for dinner. Today, right now, I'm wearing my gingerbread apron from my friend, my subscriber from our little gingerbread house, Courtney. Thank you, Courtney. I love it. I'm so excited to start wearing this again. I wore it during the summer too. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. Love it. My gingerbread. Yay! Happiness. Alright, so what we're making tonight is I'm going to use these noodles. My friend Lily, my subscriber, sent me these. We're going to use these tonight, guys. Look at that. From Wegmans. I'm so excited. They're called tagliatelle. Yeah. Egg pasta, tagliatelle. So I'm gonna use these. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put chicken in it. I have this one pepper that I need to use up before it goes bad. I'm gonna stick that in there. I'm gonna make like a buttery, cream type of tomato sauce, something like that. I'm just kind of gonna wing it, and I'll show you guys how I do it. That's what I'm doing tonight, okay? Because I didn't really know what else to make, and I figured pasta would be good. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. All right, so let's get going. Let me get some of the chicken cut up. It's just me, Frankie, and Bill. This will be the last week that it'll just be us. Next week, next week, Julie's moving in. You know that. And then, next week, we'll be starting to cook when they're around, whatever it is. Okay, so, let me put a little paper towel underneath here. I don't understand why these cutting boards aren't made with grips. Do you? I don't understand it. Do you? Because I don't get it. All right, this is my chicken. I already went outside and got some basil and parsley. I washed it. I just got to dry it and cut it. I'm going to take some chicken. I'm not using all the chicken because this chicken is going in as an accompaniment to the dish, not, the main dish. So these are huge. I'm probably just going to use one. This is a nice big fat. I got these on sale when I went to ShopRite. They were $1.69 a pound, guys. I got 2 packages, and then Frankie he stopped at ShopRite to get a few things for himself that he wanted, and he picked up a pack too. So what a good price that was. $1.69. You know how good that is? Oh my God. I should have bought 10 of them, but you don't want to go crazy. So I'm just cutting those off of there. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna cut the chicken. I think I'm gonna cut them in thin strips. Hubby likes them really small, but I'm gonna do this different. I feel like doing something different tonight. Do the same stuff every time. I'm gonna change it up a little bit. So this, look, I'm gonna get probably 3 or 4 cutlets. If I was just making cutlets, I would be able to get 4 cutlets out of this, guys. Look at this. That's what's great about these, right? Get the most for your moolah. Cut the fat off of that. Yeah, I'm just going to cut them in thin strips instead of little pieces. Hubby's watching live PD. They pull people over, and they give them these sobriety tests. I always say that there's no way I'd pass, even if I wasn't drinking, because I'm like so tipsy on my feet just to begin with. Like, I don't even know. Like, they would think I was drunk when I wasn't even drinking. Weird. follow a straight line, do this, do that. Nope. I would say, you know what? Just give me a freaking breathalyzer because there's no way I'm going to pass this freaking test. There's just no way. See, these I want really thin, so I'm going to cut this even thinner because I want the strips thin. Even though I'm making little strips, I want them to be thin. I don't want thick, 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 thick. I prefer to use chicken thighs, but chicken thighs, actually, guys, I don't know what's going on, but they've been so expensive. The boneless chicken thighs, I usually am able to get them like on a deal. I don't know. They've been really outrageously priced. At ShopRite, I haven't checked Aldi. I'm going to go back to Aldi probably, or I'm going to go to Sam's the end of the month, and I'm going to check Sam's as far as their chicken thighs, because I usually buy chicken thighs, but like I said, they're outrageous. So, they haven't been on my list. They've been on my list, I just haven't been able to get them. What happened? She was drunk?
What?
She was drunk or she couldn't follow directions?
Couldn't follow directions.
Yeah, but like I was saying, that could happen to me, like.
Yeah, but she was doing it on her own. He was telling her to wait. She wouldn't listen.
Oh, she wouldn't listen to him?
No, she kept doing whatever she wanted. She couldn't follow the directions. She couldn't follow directions.
Yeah.
So now she's going to jail.
Is a critical part.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean, oh, well, because she failed or she just wouldn't cooperate?
What's that?
Because she failed the test or she just... Yeah, but if they couldn't take the test, how do they know?
Yeah, she got arrested. She got arrested for it.
I know, but if they couldn't take the test, how do they know that they're drunk?
Because she couldn't even follow the directions.
That's what I'm saying, Bill. Maybe I wouldn't be able to follow the direction just because I'm an airhead.
Well, they can also tell by the way you're acting, too.
I don't know about that. Important to have a sharp knife, guys. Number one, so you can cut nice strips or, easily. And number two, you don't want to cut yourself. Nice and thin. Let me get my big frying pan out. Because what I'm doing, guys, is I'm going to cook the pasta right inside of the pan. Of the pan with the chicken and the sauce. I'm going to cook the pasta right in the sauce. I'm not going to cook it separately and then put it in there. I'm going to cook it all together. So I got a comment about making salsa with the tomatoes. That's a good idea. I might try that. I might do that, or I can make, or I could just fry them up. I'm gonna see to do with those little tomatoes, the green tomatoes. All right.
We had officers on a call of disturbance. They want to detain somebody.
I'm going to also
The female started fighting.
they gonna say?
One of the officers,
Just gonna cut another little piece off.
and so, at this point, we're.
Cause my son likes his chicken.
We'll try to see if we need any assistance to this call.
Alright, so he's now gonna try to assist those officers, sounds like a woman bit an officer,
Oh, that's nice.
effort to resist. So they're reaching the county while he had.
A woman bit an officer.
Found the deputy right inside.
That's not very nice, is it? Cops really got to be careful because they can get really, they get bitten, they get spit on, they get crazy. Alright guys, that should be funny. Yeah. Just trying to utilize all the chicken. Don't want to miss anything good. Alright. This is all fat. Except that right here. Alright, it's perfect, guys. Alright. Wash my hands. What is this, a pound? Yeah, this is a pound. So I'll probably make a little bit under a pound. Put this over here because what we have to do is get the other cutting board. Where's my avocado one? I want to use that one. I don't know where it is. I'll just use my lemon. Okay. Let's get the pan out. This pan is all the way in the freaking back. What else is new? I gotta use my spaghetti thing. That's my extra hand. That's what I use. So this is a pretty, this is gonna be a pretty easy meal because it's a one-pot meal. That's what it is. My pain in the butt family, they don't like, Billy likes it a little bit, zucchini, but Frankie doesn't. So I have zucchini there, I could really utilize that in here, but in the pasta dish, but I'm not gonna use it. I'll make it tomorrow with some sort of vegetable or do something. I mean, I'll make it somehow tomorrow with something. Vegetable, yeah, it is a vegetable. I'm just trying to get some of these frickin' stems off of here. I don't mind some stems, but This is parsley and basil. It's doing pretty good still out there. I'm gonna wait a little while longer, and then when I get a little bit more, bring it in, and you know, once it stops growing and it'll, you know, the weather's not good enough anymore for it, I'll bring it in and freeze it probably, cut it up, or I'm gonna dry it in my dehydrator. I haven't used my dehydrator yet. I'm gonna be getting to that. It's just that I have to look at the book and read over it and see exactly what I want to do, and it's a little time consuming to get that ready, but I'm going to do that very soon. Lily, I wanted to tell her, don't you worry, hon, I'm going to make use of that, because I didn't want her to think I'm not going to make use of that, because she gave me that. It was sitting in her, this is not good. I'm going to throw this piece out. It was sitting in her basement or something, and she just, when she heard me say that I wanted to dehydrate, she said she messaged me and she's like, Linda, I want you to have that. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited about it, guys. I cannot wait to utilize it. I think I'm gonna do some parsley and basil, drying, you know, dehydrating them and making like ground parsley with it, you know, like you know, the dried parsley and basil. So that's what my plans are. So we'll see. But I'm very excited to get going with that, using that. I also still wanted to can. I still gotta buy that canner. It's in my Amazon thing, waiting. It's like $70 or something like that. So maybe next paycheck. I don't know. I'll see. I'd like to get some. They have a lot of Roma tomatoes at the farm stand, and those are the best, like, to make tomato sauce with. And I really want to make my own tomato sauce. I want to make my own tomato sauce with it and jar it. That's what I would love to do. So, and can it. So I'm gonna see. We'll see. There's a lot. I have a lot of plans, guys, but don't know if I'm gonna be able to do them all. But we'll see. All right, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm not going to take every little stem off, but I got most of the stems. You know, it's okay to have a little stem here and there. All right, we'll cut these up after I'm drying this. After I do the pepper and the onion and the garlic. Don't want to miss any. All right, so let's do that. All right, let's cut the. I can't use that knife now because it's a chicken. I'm dropping things. Oh, this is just serrated. I'll use this one. This is the pepper, like I told you, I got from the farm. So it's got to be used, otherwise it's going to be done. Just use it. Whatever. Just in small pieces, we'll cut it. I love crunchy vegetables, guys. Raw veggies. I really do. As you can see. Because I'm constantly eating them when I'm cutting them. Might as well utilize this pepper. You know, right? This way, use it up. It doesn't go bad. Okay. So that's the pepper. I'm gonna do a whole onion. So what we're gonna do, guys, is build the sauce first, okay? We're gonna build the sauce and then we'll put the pasta in it at the end, okay? Now, I just went on Pinterest and looked at some recipes and just kind of got some ideas in my head how I want to do this. Of course, I'm not following the recipe to the T because I'm just taking things of the recipe, you know, elements of the recipe and putting it and making my own dish. That's how I cook, guys, and that's the kind of recipes that will be in my cookbook, okay? Home, you know, recipes from when I was younger, you know, homemade recipes from passed down, and then my own recipes that I just make up, you know, all that kind of stuff. I'll let you know what's all going to be in it. Just cutting this thin. Very excited for the book. Like I said, it's going to take a while, so just everybody, you have to be patient. It's not going to be for a while yet. You know, I have so much to do with it, so much I want to do with it, and all of that. So, all right, let's get the garlic. Yeah, we like garlic, so it's gonna be. I'm gonna put a lot of garlic. More in here, I'm just going to utilize these. Oh my God, that garlic literally went flying over there. It's all the way by the refrigerator. Jesus Lord. Husband's laughing.
Oh my God.
I always say that the canines can be a lot more intimidating than the other offenses. Coming up after the break, our second triple play of the weekend, and New Jersey driver found herself in a little trouble with a lot of Ohio State troopers.
I do have those peelers that my friend Carla sent me, and I use them. Sometimes I just feel this is easier, but I do use them when I have a lot, so thank you, Carla. I don't want you to think I don't utilize them, because I do. Let me go get that other piece of garlic. We don't want Koopy eating it. No garlic for Koopy, but I don't know if you guys know, but garlic and onions are they're not good for dogs. They're very toxic. So make sure you don't give them any onions and garlic. You know, if they get a piece here and there, it's not going to kill them, but, you know, if they can't have it like on a regular basis, they'll really, it's not good for them. And I'm not worried about that because the skin was on it, so the skin was over it, so the garlic is not, you know, garlic is fine, it was over there. Alright, so let's cut this up.
So, let me just tell you, like I said, in South Carolina, whatever tag the DMV gives you for this car is the only tag you can use. You can have...
The garlic is just trying to get away. This one has skin on it still.
So you really get a ticket for that, okay? Did you turn that at all? Nah, it's not like we... That's what you know, right? You know that?
I don't know, I might end up putting some minced garlic in it too, because I don't think this is enough garlic, but I don't feel like opening up my other garlic right now. So yeah, guys. I think it's okay. Alright. There we go. That's a part of the end. Don't want that. Alright, let's put the pan on with some olive oil in it. Woo! Alright. What is going on with this gutsy thing? Alright. I'm going to put it on kind of medium-low. Let's get the olive oil.
Alright, we shall see what happens there. Sounds like probably let this guy go. With nothing there. Now, for our second triple play, Ohio State Police just released this footage for a pursuit earlier this summer involving a New Jersey driver who reached speeds of...
Sorry about that if the TV's loud, guys, if it's bothering you. You know, my kitchen is right next to the refrigerator. My kitchen is right next to the living room, and normally my husband will put his headphones in, but it's really not a big deal. It's not that loud. But I know it bothers some people, but I apologize for that. Alright, we got about 3 tablespoons of butter. Yes, it calls for butter. That's all the butter I'm going to use in this dish. Like I said, I'm using this diced tomatoes, which is the garlic, basil, and oregano. Even though I season it, I'm still going to use this one, the diced tomatoes. I'm going to use half and half and chicken broth, but I'm going to use bouillon is what I'm going to use. Alright, so that it feels like it's getting hot. I hear it. There we go, you got that little sizzle. I'm going to cook this down a little bit, then I'm going to put the chicken in, guys. I'm gonna higher the flame just for a couple of minutes. Let this cook a minute. I'll be right back in 1 second. All right, guys, I'm gonna put the chicken in now. Let this get a little toasty. I'm gonna open up the can of tomatoes, the diced tomatoes, and then we'll get moving on the sauce. And we'll season this up and stuff. Okay? I'm hungry, so I'm just eating the rest of this piece of pizza I have. Yeah, I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I'm gonna the chicken's cooking. I'm gonna just season up the chicken a little bit, and then I'll start adding the other stuff. So I'm putting some pepper, fresh ground pepper. Okay. I'm gonna put some garlic powder. Even though it has fresh garlic powder just, you know, has a different flavor. A different flavor. Italian seasoning, definitely. Okay. Even though I'm putting fresh basil and fresh parsley, the Italian seasoning, you know, gives it a different flavor. It's a stronger type of flavor. Oh, the one that, yeah, I just put garlic in. Okay. Let's do some dried parsley as well. God, I have no patience for this. Yeah. Well, guess what? And some basil. That's Italian seasoning. Let's see, where's the basil? Oh, here's a little onion powder. Just a little bit of onion powder, not a lot. Here's basil. All right. As you can see, I didn't put any salt in there because I do have, what was I coming in here for? I'm gonna put some chicken broth in there, which is the bouillon. So I don't want to put salt because I don't want it to become too salty. And that's too much salt for us, and we're watching our salt intake, guys. I'm trying to find the dried parsley because even though I have it in that thing it aggravates me because it takes, I want to put more in than that, and it takes too long to do that. So here it is. I just want to put more in. So, there we go. I like to see it in my dish. Knocking things over here. All right. I'm going to lower this flame now, okay? All right. Yummy, guys. Look at that. Oh, my God. That looks so delicious. Ah. So yummy. All right. What we're going to do is I'm going to put the diced tomatoes in there with the juice, okay? All right, now what I'm gonna do is, I know this might sound weird, but I am gonna salt these little tomatoes just a little bit. Just the tomatoes itself, okay? Because the tomatoes have no flavor, okay? So I'm gonna put some garlic in there too. Some Italian seasoning. Cause you gotta season everything. Otherwise, it's not gonna taste good. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna put a little bit of grated cheese. And I'm gonna tell you something about the grated cheese, guys. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Oh my God, what is she doing? Alright, so those are seasoned good. Now what we're going to start doing is building the sauce, okay? That's why I lowered it, because I don't want it really high when I'm building the sauce. Alright, so, I'm going to put just a tablespoon. Wait a minute, let me do something. Let me just look at this, because I like to look at this. What does it say? Oh, I almost freaking spilled it. What is it? 1.5, wait a minute. To prepare, later 1.5 cups boiling water. Use desired. Okay, okay. Let me get a teaspoon out, a tablespoon out. What I'm gonna do is, I'm putting in one tablespoon of bouillon to 2 cups of 1 tablespoon of bouillon to 2 cups of water. Okay, and I'm not putting like a heaping spoonful. Okay, I'm only putting like a regular tablespoon. To 2 cups of water. Okay, now I'm hiring the flame a little bit more again, because I want this to come to a kind of like a simmer. You know, so the bouillon will cook out and it'll just flavor it and all of that. Then I'm going to wait a few minutes after that, and then I'm going to add milk and some half and half. Okay? But I want this to get a little bit thicker. Okay? And so let's let this, I'm going to cover it and let it simmer a few minutes. Okay? Let's let it simmer for like 5 minutes, and then I'll show you when I come back, guys. Alright guys, now you always have to taste your food, okay? If you don't taste it, you don't know if it's good or not, okay? If it tastes good or not. Alright, so I'm going to taste it. It's been simmering a couple of minutes. Let's just taste it and see if it needs anything. It smells amazing. Alright. That's really good. I'm trying to think what it needs. It needs a little of something. And I hate to say this, but I think it needs a drop more of bouillon. Just a drop. And like I said, I didn't put any regular salt in here, and I won't. Okay? And like I said, I'm going to put the fresh basil and the fresh parsley in there, but I don't want to put it in yet, because I don't want it to like, I want it to be, you flavor it. I want it to, you taste it. And that's why I saved some for the end to put on top of it. All right, now this, and I'm using this metal whisk on this pan, but I'm not touching the bottom, so don't anybody worry. I'm not ruining my new pans. Believe me. Believe me. I'm gonna put a little lemon in it. Oh my God, so good. It is delicious. Lemon is just what gives it, half a lemon gives it a pop of freshness and deliciousness. Now what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna put about a cup of whole milk. So I'm gonna lower it a little, because I don't want it like really high craziness while the milk is going in. And it says to pour the milk in slowly. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, this is a cup of whole milk. And that's why I keep the milk, that milk from the Dollar Tree, in my arsenal. You have to use it 14 days. Like it's not. They say to once you open it, to use it 14 days. After 14 days, it's no longer good supposedly. So the one I have, I had in the refrigerator, I had to throw out because I didn't use it, a lot of it. And it's been in there for a while. So this one I just got the other day and I opened it up. But when I go back, I got to get 2 or 3 more because I need them for baking. And I just get one here and there, you know. But then when I use it, you know. All right, and like I said, I'm making it. It's gonna be very saucy because number one, we love sauce. Number two, number one, and number two, the noodles, the pasta is gonna be cooking in here, so I have to make sure there's enough liquid in here. So I'm gonna let this simmer, come up to a little simmer again, and then I'm gonna go and get some half and half and put some half and half in it to give it a little bit of thickness. Okay. See, guys, this is what I get. So 14 days from today. Like 2 weeks from today. So by the end of what's today? Yeah, by the end of the month. We're gonna open this up. Like I said, this is a pound. I think I'm gonna put a little bit less than a pound. I don't think we need a pound. But my son, you know, my son's a big eater. So. How long does this take? Let's see. There will be tomorrow. About 10 minutes. You'll find a way. Just want to get that to simmer a little bit so it comes out a little bit. You know, I even could have put like a little bit of that wine, that white wine sauce that I have in there, in here too. I think this is going to be good though. And there's a pit. That's good, guys. That really is good. All right, guys. So I'm just going to put a little bit of milk, just a little bit of half and half in here. Just to give it a little thickness. Probably about a half a cup, maybe. Gonna let it come to a boil again, and then I'm gonna stick the pasta in here. Okay? Alright, so let's let it come to a little simmer. Okay. And then we'll put the pasta in. I'll show you when I put the pasta in, guys. Alright, people, here we go. Alright. I'm gonna put the pasta in. Woo! And Julie and Darren are coming over tomorrow and stuff, so whatever's left of this is right up their alley, so.
Very dirty car with roaches and the ants. Well, 2 people were cited for marijuana. They were released, they're now back live.
Okay, we'll let this sit covered.
Searching for 2 people who fled on foot after a traffic.
Just want to make sure there's enough liquid in there. Alright, set the, Alexa, set the timer for 12 minutes. 10, 12 minutes.
Window. 12 minutes. Starting now.
Alright. So it's almost like it's like a white, it looks like a vodka sauce almost. That's what I was going for. Let this cook a little bit. I'm gonna lower it just a little bit. Putting this parsley and basil in it. And then we'll save the rest for the end.
You're going to be monitoring this very closely. Yeah, they're convinced
Once these start
these people did not get caught.
breaking up a little bit
But anytime you go back to
and
station
cooking.
Sergeant Mike Bryan is there.
And I'll keep an eye on this. I might have to add a little bit more water. We'll see. I don't think so right now. But
Y'all good? Oh, y'all just blew it up having a good time, huh?
just want to move these noodles around a little bit. And don't touch the bottom of the pan with this fork. But I need to use a fork. Yeah, it definitely thickened up a little bit with the half and half, see? And that's what I wanted. But I need also to make sure that the noodles cook up, so I might have to add a little bit more water. I think it's all right, though. What do you think, guys? I don't know. I don't want to dilute it. If I dilute it, then I have to fix it, you know what I mean? I'll just add a little bit more water. That's all right. And we'll taste it and see if it needs anything. It'll lower just a little bit. I don't want the chicken to overcook. I hope it's nice and tender. Looks yummy, guys. I'm excited. Italian Sunday Funday. Kind of Italian. That's so good. That is really good. I'm just moving these noodles around a little bit. Oh my God. That's so good. Pushing it down.
How old are the boys? Older than you. How old are you?
Alright people, so here it is. Oh my goodness. I'm going to turn it around quickly and I'm going to eat. I'm going to take a little bite for you guys. Give me 1 second. Alright guys, look at that. It is so, it took a little bit longer for it to cook. The noodles took a little bit longer. So it took about 15-20 minutes to cook the noodles. But it's fine. They're like, oh, these are so good. Thank you, Lily. Look what I made with your noodles that you sent me. Thank you. I wish you could come over for dinner. Maybe one day. Oh my God. Delicious. This is definitely going in the cookbook. Delicious. Chicken. How's the chicken? Is it tender? It is tender, guys. All right. We're gonna go now, eat and relax and watch our show. Thank you so much for coming into watching my video, guys. I appreciate it so much. Don't forget to hit that subscribers button, because when you subscribe, it really does help my channel grow. And I so appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that notification button with that bell so you guys can be notified every time I upload a new video. Like and share. Comment down below. Thank you so much for coming into my kitchen with me and creating, guys. I love all of you. Be kind. And take care of yourself. Love yous. See you on the next one. Bye.